it's Rana, and today is Rediscover Your Stash, our product focus hop, and today is Chipboard. It is also, I'm also using this sketch from Ginger's Corner, Ginger Bush, for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. I haven't done a whole lot of these. I really appreciate Christy allowing us to kind of hop in and do a few if we can, and add our projects to the playlist. And maybe next year I'm going to get to more of these. I've kind of been not doing a whole lot of sketches, and I'm a little, I don't know, out of the sketch mode or something, because I've just had some trouble. So I haven't done very many videos for the 30 days of sketches, but I have a few, and I tried to play along today. Mine's not an exact match, but I think I did a pretty good job of staying pretty close to her sketch, and I was definitely inspired by it. And I do have a lot of chipboard. So the chipboard that you see me inking up here, I'm inking it up with Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide ink. And this is a basic gray called Wilma, and it was from 2007. I'm showing you a little piece that I like to do a lot when I'm doing this kind of chipboard. And I had sprayed it with Distress Stain, and I love how the Distress Stain does over the chipboard. It wasn't the look I was going for this layout, but I thought I would try that color and just see if I would like it. And I chose to go with the ink because I didn't have Picked Raspberry in Distress Stain, and I don't know if it would have worked with what I wanted anyway, because I did kind of want that chalky pink to kind of go with this collection. And the collection that I'm using as I'm backing my cut file here is Paige Evans' Blooming Wild. This piece of acetate, if you didn't get this one, oh my goodness, it is so thick. It's perfect for a great big O shaker, and that is what I'm working on. I love doing my shakers this way. Just put the cut file right over top, glue it down to the acetate, and then cut around it. And you can see how I'm kind of curving my scissors so I'm going under the cut file. I think I turn it over here in a little bit when I'm adding my foam strips to the back, and you can see how when you curve your scissors under it like that, it definitely cuts so that it's cutting, inside of that cut file. You might be able to see it there. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm using some scrapbook.com foam strips. These are perfect when you're doing a cut file because they're nice and thin. You don't have to cut it or anything like that, and even kind of curves around a little bit. So I save those strips. I don't use them for anything except for backing cut files, because I don't want to waste them. I like to have them when I need them. So, and that's that. Oh, and there you could kind of see where, how it works when you cut the cut file like that. So get rid of my branding strip here. So the Sarah Scraps does Rediscover Your Stash. It is a Facebook group, and she chooses something for a product focus every month. Sometimes there's a hop, sometimes there's not. This month there is, and I like to play along anytime I can, because I love to, use that product focus and get some older product out of my stash. And it seems like, I've had some of this chipboard forever, and I don't get it used up until somebody challenges me to do so. And then, yeah, I pulled it out. It's beautiful. I love how it looks. And so there you go. I don't know why I have to wait for a challenge, but it seems like I do more than not. So I'm really glad that she does these. So I chose just a 6x8 piece out of that paper pad, and I'm going to use that. I liked the dark blue, and then it also has some shine, just like the acetate does, that pretty iridescent-y shine, and I'm loving that, embracing that for this one. Just getting my photos matted. But if you are not a part of the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group, I'll leave a link down below and you can go over and check it out. There's always lots of inspiration in her group, and it's a fun one to kind of play along with. And there's, even if you don't do a lot of YouTube, there's albums also for each product focus for each month, and you can add your projects and inspire everyone by adding it to the album. I chose a bunch of different Spiegel Mom scraps, sequins, and then one that was just in a little baggie. I'm not sure where those came from. I think it came from a crop that I go to twice a year, because it looks like the baggies that that lady uses, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is because it doesn't have the Spiegel Mom scraps info in it. I didn't write down the names of each of the mixes since she is out of business now. I'm assuming you cannot get any of those mixes anymore, so I'm going to use up my stash, though. I have always loved these. So now I'm kind of trying to decide on placement, and I'm needing my heart to be offset a little bit. In the sketch, she offset it to the left. I'm going to offset mine to the right because of the way my pictures were. I decided with, how my title was going to go, that it needed to be in this certain spot. So I drew lines around it so I could go ahead and glue this down. But first, I'm going to glue a few sequins up at the top so that they don't fall all the way to the bottom and kind of get hidden under the pictures. I glued a few up here. There's still, a ton that's going to shake around, but I wanted to have a few that would kind of stay in place, and also that helps, some of the others stick around up there. I just do several little dots and then scatter some up there in different colors, and I like how that does for a big shaker like this, because yeah, they will get lost if you don't. So I'm going to add all of those. For Christy's Beautiful Life, there is a playlist also in the description box. That playlist encompasses every day of the month. So there are sketches for every single day, and some people have a video for every day. Some people have a video like I do, kind of sporadically, but they are all there in one playlist. So you can go in and just watch sketch inspiration to your heart's desire. When I laid my cut file down, I didn't have it exactly right, and my pencil line showed, so I think it still does a little bit, but I had to try and get in underneath there and erase it. These are two photos of my grandkids, two of my grandkids, and the baby is definitely came along a little later, and her brothers are 7 and 8 years older than her here, or 6 and 8, maybe 6 and 8 years older than her. So we definitely, she absolutely adores them, and she giggles and smiles, and if they pay her any attention at all, and they do, thank goodness, they love playing with her. So it's pretty sweet to see her enjoying them so much, and vice versa. I think they enjoy it too, so that's good. So this is all chipboard from this Blooming Wild collection, and I'm using a bunch of it too. Again, it's not something that I reach for all the time, so having this challenge is making me get a lot of it on the layout. I tried to do the chipboard pieces first, as opposed to, maybe ephemera, which I would normally probably reach for first. And that is helping me get a lot of this on. I don't know that I think I have one piece of ephemera in the end. So I'm pretty happy with the amount of chipboard that I got on this layout. Even that piece there is a that I put on the play is chipboard. It's not going to stay there, but it is going to end up on the layout in the end. Since I do have foam tape behind the heart to make the shaker, I have to have everything else with some foam tape. I'm going to make a mistake here, if you've already noticed. I put it at the wrong side because when I flip it over, it's and then, upside down. So I had to fix that, but that was a quick fix. It wasn't really stuck down real hard yet. I used these same scrapbook.com foam squares because I knew it was the same height as the foam strips, and that way it would be exactly how I needed to, so that it wouldn't bend or anything. On all of my chipboard that you're going to see me using from the Paige Evans collection, I am peeling off some of the chipboard. It's easy to it's easy to peel off a few layers and have it not quite so thick because I'm adding it over top of, something else that's already popped up. So it's getting pretty high here. So I did peel some of the chipboard layers off. And it's still, a little bit thicker, but it's not as bad. And the foam tape's not super high, but it is, it is foam tape. So, and these are the basic gray letters that are chipboard, and those actually were still really sticky. I went ahead and added, because it is chipboard, I went ahead and added the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive behind each one anyway, but when I peeled the backing off, those were still nice and sticky, so I was pretty pleased with that. From all the way at 2007, you can't beat that. Basic gray was a good one for sure. So I'm pulling these out. I'm seeing if there's a few things I can use out of this little sticker book. I think I'm going to pull out one little label or little phrase that says "full of smiles" and add that right down there at the bottom. I'm trying to get more color in here so it's not just pink. All of the flowers, and oh my goodness, I absolutely love, I don't know if you can tell here on screen, but I absolutely love how that floral acetate looks with the plaid behind it. It is so pretty. So my title is Play Every Day. And so that's what I'm adding, is the everyday with these little silver stickers. Well, they're actually iridescent. They're silver iridescent, I guess you would say, because they take on all the colors. Everyday wouldn't fit, so I did every and then day underneath, and it looks fine. I have one label up there at the top, and it's not glued down, and I'm just kind of trying to decide if that's what I want. That's where she had on the sketch for journaling, and I didn't really know if it was going to be big enough for journaling. I didn't know if I really liked it up there, and that's where I decide, nope, I do not like it up there. I'm going to get rid of it. Going to add in a few more chipboard of the little bits. This was a nice set of chipboard, this Paige Evans one, because it does have big pieces and little pieces that you can, use all together to make a nice layout. So I got a lot of it on. I'm going to go with 5 of the hearts, and I'm going to cut away here in a minute and glue some more of that down. There we go, I'm back. And I have pulled out a few of the puffy stickers. So over play, there's a puffy sticker. Over the journaling block, there's a puffy sticker. And I'm still looking and deciding what I want over in that top cluster. And I'm going to add one up there as well. You can see that other floral that I added over the picture. I did that off screen as well. It does have, some of it peeled off also. And then I'm kind of trying to decide, because I still don't have anything up there at the top where she had the journaling. This is not going to have any journaling, and it's also not going to have much to it. It's just going to be this little strip of the washi. You can You can kind of see the plaid through the washi. I like how that looks. After I click this off, I go ahead and use the piece that I tore off and put it under the Play Every Day. You can kind of see it in those shots there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you will check out the description box below for all of the links to the playlists. And I will be back again, I believe, on Friday. Thanks a lot. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.